Can you slow down your ovaries' aging process? Have you ever found yourself wondering if there's anything you can do to slow down your biological clock? To preserve your fertility just a little bit longer? It's a question so many of us are asking, and the science is finally starting to offer some genuinely hopeful answers. For decades, the story we've been told is that our ovarian reserve, the number and quality of our eggs, is on a one-way track downhill from the day we're born. It's a narrative that can create a ton of anxiety, making you feel like you're in a constant race against time. But what if that story isn't the whole story? What if new research is showing that we have more influence over our reproductive health than we ever imagined? Now, this isn't about wishful thinking or miracle cures. This is about real science. Today, we're going to get into the science-backed strategies that can help you support your ovarian health as you age. We'll explore the key lifestyle changes, powerful dietary shifts, and targeted supplements, like the superstar antioxidant Coenzyme Q10, that studies suggest can make a real, measurable difference. We're going to unpack what ovarian aging really is, what's driving it, and most importantly, what you can start doing today to empower yourself on your fertility journey. So, if you're ready to take back a sense of control and learn how to nurture your body for long-term reproductive wellness, you are in exactly the right place. The problem: understanding ovarian aging. Before we get to the solutions, we have to understand what we're actually up against. What does ovarian aging even mean? It's a term we hear all the time, usually tied to that phrase we all love to hate, the biological clock. Let's break down the biology, but in a simple way. Unlike men who create new sperm their whole lives, women are born with all the eggs they'll ever have. These eggs are tucked away in the ovaries in tiny sacs called follicles. You're born with millions, but by puberty, you're down to a few 100,000. From there, every single month, you lose more. Ovarian aging is simply the natural decline in both the quantity and, just as importantly, the quality of those eggs. Think of it like this. When you're young, your ovarian reserve is like a huge library filled with brand new books. As the years go by, not only are there fewer books on the shelves, but the pages of the books that are left can get a little worn or faded. That damage to the pages is what we mean when we talk about a decline in egg quality. So what's causing this damage? One of the main culprits, and you'll hear me say this a lot, is oxidative stress. Picture an apple you've sliced in half and left on the counter. It turns brown, right? That's oxidation. A very similar thing happens inside our bodies. As our cells create energy, they produce unstable molecules called free radicals as a byproduct. In small numbers, our body can handle them. But when we have too many free radicals and not enough antioxidants to balance them out, we get oxidative stress. This is a huge deal for your eggs. Oxidative stress can directly damage an egg's DNA and its tiny internal structures. This can lead to problems with fertilization, increase the risk of miscarriage, or cause genetic issues in an embryo. It's one of the biggest forces pushing what we see as ovarian aging. The other key player here is mitochondrial dysfunction. If you remember anything from high school biology, you'll know mitochondria are the powerhouses, or the little batteries inside our cells. They generate all the energy a cell needs to do its job. An egg cell is one of the most energy-hungry cells in the entire body. It needs a massive amount of power to mature, to fertilize successfully, and to fuel the first few days of development. As we get older, the mitochondria in our cells can become less efficient. They slow down and their own DNA gets damaged, often by that same oxidative stress we just talked about. When an egg's batteries are weak, it just doesn't have the energy to do its job right. This is a hallmark of ovarian aging and is directly tied to lower egg quality. So the problem is twofold. We lose eggs over time, and the quality of the remaining eggs declines. This decline is driven by cellular damage from oxidative stress and an energy crisis from tired mitochondria. I know that can sound pretty discouraging, like it's this process you have no say in. But this is where the hope comes in. Because science has identified these drivers, it has also given us a roadmap. If we know that oxidative stress and weak mitochondria are the problem, then the solution is to fight that stress and support mitochondrial health. And that is something you absolutely can influence. So let's get into the good part, the actionable strategies you can use to slow this all down. Strategy 1. The anti-aging diet for your ovaries. You've heard it a million times. You are what you eat. And honestly, it's never been more true than when we're talking about our cells. The food on your plate is one of the most powerful tools you have to fight the drivers of ovarian aging. This isn't about some strict, joyless diet. It's about loading up your plate with the very things your ovaries need to thrive. The foundation of an ovary-friendly diet is antioxidants. Remember the apple turning brown? Antioxidants are what stop the browning. They are molecules that hunt down and neutralize those damaging free radicals, protecting your delicate eggs. So where do you find them? In a vibrant, colorful, plant-heavy diet. We're talking about a whole range of powerful compounds, but let's highlight some of the all-stars. Proanthocyanidins, found in grape seeds, nuts, and tea, protect ovarian tissue from oxidative stress and apoptosis, helping to maintain follicle homeostasis and delay ovarian aging. Tea polyphenols may inhibit primordial follicle activation and reduce follicle atresia, thereby extending the ovarian follicle pool and reproductive lifespan. Berries like blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are basically antioxidant superstars. They're some of the most potent sources on the planet and should be a daily habit. Toss a cup in a smoothie, on your oatmeal, or just enjoy them by the handful. Leafy greens, like spinach and kale, are nutrient powerhouses. They're packed with things like folate, which is essential for healthy eggs, plus a whole spectrum of vitamins and antioxidants that help create a healthy reproductive system. Then we have some specific compounds that studies have looked at for their protective effects. Resveratrol, famously found in red grape skins, has been shown in animal studies to help protect the ovarian reserve by fighting off free radicals. Resveratrol also modulates epigenetic aging pathways to delay ovarian aging. Quercetin, which you can find in apples, onions, and citrus fruits, seems to work in a similar protective way. Polyphenols like resveratrol and quercetin act as potent antioxidants that protect ovarian reserve by scavenging reactive oxygen species, ROS, and activating antioxidant gene expression, HERON's SOD-CAT. Another critical piece of the puzzle is healthy fats. Not all fat is bad. The healthy, anti-inflammatory fats you find in foods like avocados, olive oil, nuts, and seeds are vital for making hormones and keeping your cells healthy. Specifically, omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon and sardines, are amazing for reproductive health. They help calm inflammation all over the body, including in your reproductive tract. Walnuts and flax seeds are great plant-based sources of omega-3s, too. Now, let's touch on a strategy that's getting a lot of buzz in longevity research: caloric restriction. This doesn't mean starving yourself. It usually refers to a sustained 10–30% reduction in calories. Animal studies suggest this can help preserve the ovarian reserve and reduce inflammation by tamping down a cellular pathway known as the HOCH-mTOR pathway. Think of mTOR as a go-go-go switch in our cells. When it's always on, it can speed up aging, including the rate at which you lose your precious follicles. Caloric restriction seems to gently turn down this switch. While long-term drastic calorie cutting isn't for everyone and needs a doctor's guidance, the takeaway is powerful. Focusing on nutrient-packed foods and avoiding constantly overeating is a practical way to apply this idea. Finally, what you don't eat can be just as important. Cutting back on processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy saturated fats is key. These things promote inflammation and add to the oxidative stress in your body, basically canceling out your good efforts. Think of it this way. Every time you pick a handful of berries over a sugary pastry, you're making a deposit in your ovarian health bank account. So, to wrap this up, fill your plate with a rainbow of antioxidant-rich foods. Make friends with healthy fats from fish, nuts, and avocados. And be mindful of how much you're eating, focusing on quality over quantity. This is your first line of defense. Strategy 2. The superstar supplement, Coenzyme Q10. If diet is the foundation, then smart, targeted supplements can be the extra support beams. And when it comes to egg quality, one supplement truly stands out in the research: Coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. Let's go back to those little battery packs in your eggs, the mitochondria. We know an egg needs a ton of energy, called ATP, to do its job. Well, CoQ10 is an absolutely essential piece of the assembly line that makes that energy. Your body makes it naturally, but our levels are known to drop as we age, which is one of the reasons our cellular batteries can start to fail. But CoQ10 has a second, equally important job. It's also a powerful antioxidant that works right inside the mitochondria, at the scene of the crime where free radicals are made. It protects the mitochondrial machinery from the very damage that the energy-making process creates. This dual role, energy booster and bodyguard, makes it uniquely suited to tackle the main reasons egg quality declines. So what does the science actually say? A growing number of studies, mostly in animals but also some promising human trials, suggest CoQ10 can make a real difference. In older animals, CoQ10 supplements have been shown to get mitochondria working better, improve egg quality, and lead to more healthy embryos. In human studies, especially for women going through IVF, the results are also really encouraging. Some research has found that taking CoQ10 beforehand can lead to a better response to fertility medications, more eggs retrieved, and more high-quality embryos. A 2020 review that looked at 5 different studies concluded that CoQ10 may even increase the chances of pregnancy. While we still need more big studies to make definitive claims about live birth rates, the evidence strongly points to CoQ10 improving the key markers of egg quality. Now for the practical stuff, what kind and how much. You'll usually see 2 forms of CoQ10, ubiquinone and myubiquinol. Ubiquinone is the most common and is the form used in many studies. Your body has to convert it to the active antioxidant form, which is ubiquinol. When you're younger, this conversion is no problem. But some evidence suggests that as we get older, we might not be as good at it. For that reason, many fertility experts suggest ubiquinol for women over 35 or for anyone with known egg quality issues, since it's the body-ready form. It is more expensive though, so if that's a barrier, a high-quality ubiquinone is still a great strategy. The most important thing is just taking it consistently. For dosage, fertility studies have used a range, but most experts recommend somewhere between 100 milligrams and 600 milligrams per day. It's a good idea to split the dose up, say 200 milliliters 3 times a day, and take it with a meal that has some fat in it, like avocado or olive oil, to help your body absorb it better. One thing to remember though, CoQ10 isn't a quick fix. An egg takes about 90 days to fully mature before it's ready for ovulation. So to really affect the quality of your eggs, you need to be taking it for at least 3 months. This is a long-term investment in your cellular health. And of course, like with any supplement, please chat with your doctor first to figure out the right approach for you. But the evidence is pretty clear. If you're looking for the single most impactful supplement for mitochondrial health and protecting your eggs, CoQ10 is the champ. Before we jump into the next strategy, if you're looking for simple, natural ways to support your hormones and overall reproductive wellness, I've created something just for you. It's called the Natural Life Starter Kit, and it's completely free. Inside, you'll get science-backed tools like a hormone balancing food chart, daily affirmations, and a wellness journal to help you take aligned, daily action toward your health goals. It's the perfect companion to everything we're talking about in this video. You can download it right now using the link below in the description. Start nourishing your ovaries and your overall vitality, one natural step at a time. Strategy 3, NMN, the emerging NAD+ booster for ovarian rejuvenation. Now, we've talked about CoQ10 as a powerful mitochondrial booster, but there's another compound that's gaining serious traction in the world of reproductive longevity. It's called Nicotinamide Mononucleotide, or NMN. So what is it, and why are scientists so excited about its potential to slow down ovarian aging? NMN is a precursor to NAD+, a molecule absolutely essential for cellular energy, DNA repair, and reducing inflammation. Think of NAD+ as the currency your cells use to do almost everything they need to stay young, strong, and functional. But here's the problem. NAD+ levels naturally decline as we age, and the ovaries are one of the organs hit hardest by this decline. Recent research, mostly in animal models but with growing human interest, shows that supplementing with NMN can help restore those declining NAD+ levels in the ovaries, with some remarkable effects. Studies have shown that NMN supplementation replenishes NAD+ inside aging ovaries, which helps restore ovarian size, hormone balance, and overall ovarian function. It's like refueling your cells' internal engines so they can work more efficiently again. One of the most promising outcomes of NMN is its ability to increase both the number and the quality of egg cells. In studies, aging animals given NMN had significantly more developing follicles and better quality oocytes, key indicators of improved fertility potential. Just like CoQ10, NMN plays a huge role in mitochondrial health. It promotes mitochondrial biogenesis and mitophagy, basically helping your cells make more mitochondria and clean out the older damaged ones. This leads to stronger energy production in granulosa cells, which support egg development. Another powerful benefit of NMN is its anti-inflammatory effect. Aging ovaries often develop tissue fibrosis and inflammation, which disrupt the delicate environment eggs need to thrive. NMN helps reduce those harmful changes, restoring a more youthful, functional ovarian microenvironment. NMN also decreases the expression of aging-related genes like P21 and reduces apoptosis, aka cell death, in ovarian cells. That's a strong biological signal that NMN doesn't just mask aging symptoms, it may actually slow the aging process itself at a cellular level. Strategy 4. The lifestyle levers of ovarian health. Your diet and supplements are huge, but your daily choices create the world your cells live in. Things like chronic stress, poor sleep, and sitting around all day can speed up aging, while smart choices can build a powerful defense. Let's look at the key lifestyle habits you can work on. First up is exercise. Regular, moderate movement is one of the best things you can do for your body, and your ovaries are no exception. Exercise gets your blood flowing, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to your ovaries. Good circulation is critical for helping your follicles get everything they need. It also helps you maintain a healthy weight, and we know that excess body fat can be a source of inflammation and oxidative stress that hurts egg quality. The key word here is moderate. This isn't about running marathons every weekend, unless you love that. Things like brisk walking, jogging, dancing, swimming, or yoga are fantastic. Goal is just consistent, enjoyable movement that gets your blood pumping. Next, we have to talk about stress management. We live in a world of nonstop stress, and it takes a real toll on our hormones. When you're always stressed, your body is pumping out cortisol. High cortisol can mess with the delicate hormonal signals between your brain and ovaries, potentially affecting ovulation. High stress also directly fuels inflammation and oxidative stress. Finding ways to manage stress isn't a luxury, it's a must. This could be a daily meditation practice, deep breathing, or even just spending quiet time in nature. These activities help shift your body out of that damaging fight or flight mode and into a calm, rest and repair state. Number 3 is prioritizing sleep. Sleep is when your body does its most important repairs. It's when your cells clean house and your hormones reset. Not getting enough quality sleep can disrupt your hormonal balance and make it harder for your body to fight oxidative stress. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of good sleep a night. That means having a solid bedtime routine. Make your room dark and cool, put away screens before bed, and try to be consistent with your sleep schedule. Finally, we need to talk about minimizing environmental toxins. We're surrounded by chemicals that can act as endocrine disruptors, meaning they interfere with our hormones. Things like BPA, found in some plastics and can linings, have been linked in studies to lower implantation rates. Phthalates, found in many synthetic fragrances, are another one to watch out for. You can't live in a bubble, but you can take simple steps to lower your exposure. Switch to glass or stainless steel food containers. Choose fresh or frozen foods over canned when you can. Opt for fragrance-free personal care and cleaning products. Just reading labels and making small swaps can reduce the toxic load on your body, freeing it up to focus on keeping you healthy. Each of these habits, exercise, stress, sleep, and toxin avoidance, works together. They collectively lower inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, and promote hormonal balance, creating the best possible environment for your ovaries to do their job for as long as possible. Final thoughts. So back to our big question. Can you slow down your ovaries' aging process? While you can't actually stop time, the exciting answer from science is yes, you can absolutely influence the way you age at a cellular level. We've walked through the science, and it's clear this isn't just about a declining number of eggs. It's a story of cellular health, about protecting your eggs from damage and making sure they have the energy to do their incredible job. And the best part of this story is that you get to be the main character. You can take an active role. We've seen that you can build a powerful defense with an antioxidant-rich diet full of berries and leafy greens. You can focus on the healthy fats your hormones crave. We've highlighted the superstar supplement, Coenzyme Q10, a science-backed tool to directly support the tiny powerhouses inside your eggs, helping to recharge their batteries. For many women, this is one of the most targeted steps they can take. And we've covered the lifestyle essentials: moving your body, managing your stress, getting restorative sleep, and reducing your exposure to toxins. None of these is a magic bullet. They all work together, creating a holistic environment that nurtures your fertility. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being proactive. It's about shifting your mindset from fearing a ticking clock to feeling empowered to care for your body. The goal here is to support your health and influence the aging process, not to completely reverse it, and every small step is a victory. Be patient and be kind to yourself on this journey. Celebrate every healthy meal, every workout, every moment of calm you create. You are investing in your future, one choice at a time. I hope this has left you feeling informed, inspired, and most of all, empowered. If this video helped you understand how to naturally support your ovarian health, don't stop here. Download your free Natural Life Starter Kit to get practical tools you can start using today, like antioxidant-rich food guides, hormone-friendly rituals, and a 7-day detox plan to reduce oxidative stress and bring your body into balance. You'll find the link in the description below. And if you're curious about how other natural strategies can support your long-term health, I highly recommend watching this next video. Are spices the secret ingredient for longevity? These small shifts truly add up. So take care of your body, give it the nourishment it deserves, and thank you again for being part of this healing journey. What was the most surprising thing you learned today? What's one change you're inspired to make? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from you and building this community. And if you found this valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching, and here's to your health.